Hi, I'm BJ, and this is the Arcane Alienist Podcast. Hello, everyone. We are on the last day. It's August 31st, last day of RPG A Day 2023. Um, I came in the middle of the month and played catch up, but we're going to land on the 31st with the last prompt and finish this out right. Favorite RPG of all time? Wow, that is kind of hard to answer. I like different RPGs for different reasons, and just when I think one is my favorite, I start looking at another one and really get interested. It's a favorite RPG of all time. Um, if you'd asked me this a few years ago, I probably would have actually said fifth edition D&D, just because I felt like it's a very well designed system. I know it's not for everybody, but I feel like it's got a lot of, for me, if you're just talking about Dungeons and Dragons or Dungeons and Dragons style games, it's kind of got what I want. It's not too complex, it's not too simple. It covers all the bases, and it's modular enough that you can play around with it and then house rule some stuff and spend some time doing that. So, if you'd asked me this question a couple of years ago, I probably would have said BX D&D, because I was in a phase where I was kind of longing for a little more simplicity, and a little more nostalgia, and old school essentials had just come out and kind of repackaged it in a way that was very digestible, and easy to use. Um, if you want to ask me what's the favorite game I'm playing right now, it's probably Traveler, and I'm playing the 2E Traveler, Mongoose's 2E Traveler. I think it's a very well designed game. Carl Rodriguez is running a bi-weekly game online that I play in, and I'm having a lot of fun with Traveler. And there are things I like about that, as far as a system that isn't class or level based, but still has a lot of territory to explore. Not just because it's a sci-fi game and it's a big space for your adventures to occur in, but there's a lot that you can do with the system that underlies Traveler 2E. Um, but trying to pick one favorite of all time, like if there was one game you could take with you and have on a deserted island with, well, if it was a deserted island, it'd be hard to do a role playing game. You'd be doing it with yourself. But if, you and your friends were going to be stranded somewhere for a year and you could only have one role playing game to take with you, what would that favorite one be? I guess maybe that's what we're trying to get at here. I still don't know what the answer is. Um, I really don't. Um, I'd probably make up one. That'd probably be the chance to do that heartbreaker that I talked about a while back, where it's you know what dice do we have on hand, and let's just come up with let's just invent sort of a mechanic for using these dice with 2d6, 3d6, d20, percentile die, whatever, and then just let's just build it. We're smart people. We're creative. We're here to have fun. Uh, Make your own favorite. Take elements of the games you like and weave them together, and play it and see what works. Make revisions. Um, the existing games are just a starting point. I'm not covering any new territory with those with those comments. I don't think. But as far as a favorite RPG of all time, it's going to vary from what I'm doing at the moment. Um, I do always seem to find a game to play that I enjoy for the time that it's played, and then you end the campaign, you kind of scratch all the itches and get what you want out of it, and then you try something else. And if it was a really great game, at some point you'll circle back around and do it again. So um, it's kind of like my favorite. Earlier when we talked about favorite dice, they're all my favorites. Like trying to pick your favorite child, right? I think some people probably have a couple of games they play and they have their favorite, and that's fine. And then there are people like me that move in and out of different games depending on kind of where I'm at. So, um, well, I hope that was at least interesting to listen to, even if it wasn't a direct, definitive answer for for a favorite role playing game. Um, I'm just happy that role playing games are popular. that they weren't a passing fad, that I can't find anybody to play with anymore, and that it probably will always be around. To the again on day 20, where are you going to be in 20 years? Hopefully, still playing something. Some of the games that are new and contemporary at the time, and playing some of the classics that I've learned to love over the years. So, what's the favorite RPG of all time? Is the game you're enjoying today? Maybe that's the best answer. So, well, hopefully, if you've stuck with me the whole month, it's been interesting. I hope you've checked out some of the other people who've contributed to RPG A Day 2023. Some of the ones who've called in and people I've mentioned in previous episodes. Hey, get in touch if you're out there and you have a question, something to say, something thoughts that have been prompted by the things I've said. And other than that, we'll bring RPG A Day 2023 to a close, and back to maybe getting in a regular episode every week moving forward, now that I'm kind of back off hiatus, and get back into doing some of this, because this has been a lot of fun, and it's kind of therapeutic for me to record my thoughts, share them with people, and get feedback on them around one of my favorite hobbies. So everybody take care of yourselves out there. Until next time, I'll be back later. Thanks for listening to the Arcane Alienist podcast. The music you're hearing is Come and Get It by Scott Holmes Music. The cover art is by Dave Bone. Be sure to check out his stuff at ironseer.com. You can leave me a message. I have my SpeakPipe account linked to the show description. You can also send me an email at arcane.alienist@gmail.com. Just embed a voice memo, or I'll just read the text to your email during a future episode. Once again, thanks so much for listening.